All right, so this is a long anticipated to the channel. Been talking about this forever. I mentioned it last week that it was gonna happen soon, and it is finally here. I just noticed that sticker, the lie team build. Picked this thing up at a hand and threw it in the house. Anyways, yeah, back to that. We got the 3D printer. So I'm just gonna start out with saying the footage or the voiceover today might be a bit might be loopy, I guess you'd say. I just finished a week of night shifts and rounding off. Well, I finished my shift about a half hour ago, so I knew I had to get a post up today, and this is where it's at. So here you get a little bit of rambling. Okay, so I'll take a couple boxes off. I know we're not in focus right now or in frame, but I'm not really set up for big unboxings like this. And as you can tell by the get up, I wasn't ready for the package either. I was half asleep when he came in. This was ordered on a Monday, received it on a Tuesday. I was blown away on how fast the shipping was. So yeah, like I said, I was on nights, so I was going to bed, and then it showed up. So I threw on the first thing I could grab, make sure I didn't miss our DHL guy. Okay, so crack this open. And I know the first thing that's going to come up, a lot of people are going to ask for prices. This was 12 and change, I think, $12.99. I have to go back and look again there, but yes, got it from Amazon. Quickest way to get it here, nothing local for me. And there you have it. The anticipation is over. A 3D printer. Try to tear the box out here. If you can't tell already or haven't noticed the title of the video, this is the Flashforge Creator Pro. Let's see, dual extruder, heated bed. I know I'm getting this wrong. 9 by 6 by, I don't know, pretty tall. I'll put the specs below and all the info. Has the heated plate like I mentioned, so it does PLA, ABS, and all kinds of other exotic materials, they say. Okay, so keep knocking our camera loose, try to get us up and close in the studio, aka the kitchen, because everything else is busy with another project, or the wife's project, or the wife's Sensi. Okay, stay focused here. Working on a printer. Okay. So here we go. Got the foam out of the way. Try to recenter that camera. Okay, get the bubble wrap off. Watched a couple unboxings already, so I know what to look for. Where not to yank. Not that there's that many bad spots here, but you get the bubble wrap off, and then at the top of there you're going to see we have more bubble wrap and 3 zip ties. The far right one is covering a switch, so if you heave that too much or you're not careful when you pull out the wrapping afterwards, you could break that, which is not going to allow, or which ultimately eliminates the far extremity of the print head or the extruder. So we don't want to break that. And don't want to scratch a nice fancy black finish, because that's what sold me on this. It was a nice all-in-one package, so something I can leave out and it doesn't look horrid. And I was looking at some other setups that were a little rough. Okay. That. Alright, as you see, got distracted again. Went for the phone. I don't know what I was thinking. Should have put it down. I never turn it off. Good thing the audio is voiced over, because you would have heard the beeping from the messages here. Okay. Back to the task at hand here. Let's get the final zip tie off. And again, hit the camera. Okay, so the zip tie itself, nothing fancy. It's just when you pull it off on the inside, just make sure there's no snagging and it clears. You're good. Okay, so a block of foam. The extruder's all covered up into the box there. Not much in the way of installation. Later on I may do a video on that. We'll see. Okay, so our bed, all the material. Have to move the print head or the bed upward, should I say. More foam blocks and the filaments underneath. Okay, so you get the extruder out. So just pull up on that packaging. You're all cabled in, so you can't go too far. And again, this is hard for me to get in frame here. But we will. We'll try. There we go. So open this up. This is where all the magic happens. So we have the two spools here, or the holder, should I say, and the extruder. Oh, and some hardware. So this, just gonna unwrap. And throw back into place here. Okay, so that's that. I'll leave that there so it doesn't topple over. Push it back and out of the way. And here, you're gonna lift the bed, try to grab it evenly. It's like a worm gear setup. That's the RC guy in me saying worm gear, but I think that's probably the proper term. You know what? I'll stick with the worm gear. Okay, so we're moving the bed up ever so gently, probably too gently. But I like to print it, or print out of it before I break it. Okay, so you get that foam block, or try to tear it apart here. This is some serious work putting these filament boxes in there, I guess, saving the shipping. Too bad that didn't translate into my shipping bill, but it's another discussion. Okay, today, bud, we're there. All right, we're out. Nothing broke. Some gray. Couldn't have had a better random color than that. What's the other one here? So I honestly didn't know. It's random. What's this one? Purple. Better, I guess. Not my choice. Picking up some filament later. Okay, so get some hardware in here. So that's a active cooling head. 4 gig SD. That's what we're gonna be using to transfer files over to the machine first before we start doing the wired printing. Some hardware there for the extruder and the top Plexi housing. Okay, and there you get a better look at the holders. This, I guess, is a newer model. The ones I've seen online, they're screwed in. That one just pushes in and hangs. Open this up here. So this is 1.75 mm, and this is a 2.2 pounds, 1 kilogram package of purple. Let's not forget that. Okay, and here the same thing, but in gray. So throw that to the side. And here we have 2 replacement beds, or bed covers, as well as the leveling plate tool. So it's a sticky 3-sided tape bed that you throw on top. And that other card was literally a leveling card. So you have a tight fit between the extruder head and your bed. Okay, and here, open this guy up. And that's that Plexi housing for the top of the printer itself, as well as the filament tubes. My bad. That's the next box. All right. This one here, we have another wire for the housing itself. Power wire, USB. And now, onto the Plexi housing. Like I said, this is pre-recorded, doing a voiceover. It's late. I'm sorry. Late for me, early for others, I guess. Okay, so here we have, finally, Plexi housing. It's all nice and covered up, so it's going to stay scratched until we take that off, or unscratched until we take that off. Seen some videos of the setup of that. Not complicated, but tricky. Alright, so handle, more hardware. Got the hinges in that one. And ultimately here we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces, as well as our door for the front and a top. So we'll be back soon with the setup or build, install, whatever you want to call that. And this was the unboxing of my Flashforge Creator Pro. Guys, thanks for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe.